Hello, so Perseveration and Autism. I've taken quite a lot of this from an article by from Amanda Moran, who's the author of the Everything Parents Guide to Special Education. So to perseverate means to repeat or prolong an action, thought or utterance after the stimulus that prompted it has ceased. So many of us can get fixated on an ideal topic now and again, but for some people it happens more often, and this is known as getting stuck. You may have heard the term stuck in regards to autism, which is a very high prevalence of this in this area. People who perseverate will say the same things or behave in the same way repeatedly past the point of where it makes sense or will change any outcome. As well as this behaviour, they also get stuck on their own thoughts, emotions and actions. So hard word. Perseveration isn't a defiant act or stubbornness. It's a case of that person is stuck in a loop that they just can't get out of, and they may not even realise that they're in it. They may struggle with processing information, managing stress, shifting attention or stopping certain thoughts or behaviours. Perseveration is another coping mechanism for being overwhelmed or anxious or being unfamiliar with a situation. So perseveration looks like worrying about something that might happen because it's happened before. Constantly going over previous interactions and conversations. This is called looping thoughts. Fidget or repeat action over and over again. Look for something in the same place without even looking anywhere else because it must be there. Giving the same answer to a different set of questions, even though the answer doesn't make sense. They would just say the same answer all the time. So why do people perseverate? So these include trouble with finding ways to calm the mind or the body. Flexible thinking. It's hard to change a reaction in response to your reaction. Slow processing speeds, making it hard to sort through and understand a situation. Understanding social cues, impulse control, being hyper-focused. So for people who have challenges with sensory processing, getting stuck is usually a sign of sensory overload. So how do you respond when someone is stuck? So talk to the person when they're not perseverating and describe to them what you are seeing and how they come across. Respond with empathy. This will reduce their anxiety because getting stuck can and usually is a response to being anxious and or overwhelmed. So this will help a lot. So how to help yourself get unstuck. So the key to realising you are stuck is self-monitoring. So you can reflect and revisit. So try and think about what happened to try and recognise what started the loop. That is quite important. And you might not even realise what it was. It could be something so simple. Ask for support. So you can use a phrase or an action to let people know that you're stuck. For example, put your hand in the air, or just a random phrase that nobody would use, such as green elephants. So then people will know and try and help you. Have a plan for getting unstuck. So identify what can help you to stop perseverating when you recognise that it's happening, which is a hard thing to do, but it will help. You could take a break and do something calming. You can remove yourself from the situation and and think about it and then recoup. You may actually need somebody to tell you that they are ending the conversation. And you may also need somebody to distract you. So yeah, it's again another very interesting topic. It's very, very hard. Some people, that is basically their life, that is all they do. So it's very, very hard. All you can do is be there for them, empathize with them, don't get annoyed, don't get short-tempered. If you do, remove yourself or calm, or get someone else to take over. But yes, just be very, very, very patient, understanding, just help them through it. Okay, thank you so much for listening.